Hey there, Sheepdoggers, and welcome to Sheepdog's unfair review of 7 Days to Die. This is, I assume, yes, Alpha 5 early access as well on Steam, as far as I know. And yeah, I got this actually quite a long time ago. I think it was fairly newly out at the time. I did quite a few videos with Fook and also a bit by myself. Very, very, very fun stuff at the time, but very quickly turned quite boring. Kind of standard survival game attempt. This is the last one I'm doing, so I've already done the DayZ unfair review, and I've already done the Rust unfair review. With this one, it's slightly different. They've changed a lot since I last played it, so I'm not sure how I'm going to react to everything. And I'll give you my opinion as best I can. We'll get through it, and we'll see the settings first. View distance, field of view, resolution, anti-aliasing, shadow distance, reflective water, image effects, high quality light. I'll just leave it how it is, really. Audio, fairly standard. Let's turn the sound volume up a little. Player, this is something that's kind of pointless, really. I find is, there's no customization, there's no kind of anything, so why bother with two people who look exactly the same with slightly different clothes? You may as well wait until you've actually got player customization if you want it, and then you can give people options and stuff. So that's all the options, really, aside from the controls, config, and mouse sensitivity. Let's go in. Now, I noticed this when I was looking over the game before I started recording. Game mode, survival, deathmatch, zombie horde. Story-driven campaign, fight to survive. I don't think it's story-driven yet. Or if it ever will be. Deathmatch, play against other players to get the most kills. Zombie horde, frantic cooperative zombie game mode, where zombies come out at night, resources are airdropped each morning. Sounds actually quite interesting, to be honest. I'm going to stay with survival. Game worlds, later on you're going to be able to make your own game worlds. Game name, unfair. The unfair, what? Can't play this level. I don't know. Unfair, unbear will do. Unfair. There we go. I can't spell to save my life, apparently. Okay. So difficulty, easier setting for noobs, not just a new recruit anymore. Designed for experience. Now you're starting to impress. Kids, don't try this at home. 24-hour cycle. I'm going to put that up because I don't particularly want it to get to nighttime during my playthrough, my review. Friendly fire on, that doesn't matter. Enemy spawning, so you can have kind of just getting used to the game, and you can have cheats on and everything. So it's not bad at all. Random password, there you go. Show player icons. Yep. So you can go with a lot of the different things. I'm not particularly looking to make this a challenging video, so why can't we? Okay. Apparently we can't. That's not helpful. Yeah, I'm not looking to make this particularly difficult. I'm not sure how you actually start the new game, however. Continue game. So. Okay, apparently this is how you start the game. I honestly don't know. I'm not looking to make it too complicated for myself. If I do play this again, it'll probably be when it's a lot more solid and it's a lot more content heavy. And yeah, the coming next, look, this is what you'll see soon. Fair enough, letting people know, but still, it's yeah. stealth system. I mean, don't have that. Knockback, don't have. It kind of tells you the stuff that you won't see. So you spawn in, and you've got glass jars and scrap metal, and actually they've changed the look of it a little bit as well. Is there a way to... Oh, you can't see the options. I was going to see if there's a way to change the perspective. And you can hear zombies there in the distance. You can press M to see the map. We're right down here at the bottom of the map right there. So apparently we're going to go to Gravetown and probably get killed. But yeah, it's you know, it's really not too bad. There are aspects of it that are great. There are aspects of it that are clearly taken from other games, but there are so many games nowadays that take aspects from each other that you really shouldn't worry about it, to my mind, you know. If it's a fun game, it's a fun game. And you know, it's not massively realistic, but then there are loads of games that are not massively realistic, and it calls itself a survival horde crafting game, which I think is a lot more honest than some of the other games that call themselves survival. You know, they're like survival horror or survival game or whatever, and for the most part it's bullshit. I also like how, you know, comparable to Rust, DayZ and 7 Days to Die have food and water meters, you know, which is quite nice, because there we go. Yeah, it's quite nice to have both, because, you know, they are factors. They should really be handled separately, I feel. And there's a lot of noise going on about here. One thing I'm not a huge fan of is the car filters and those. I don't need those. One thing I'm not a fan of really is the stamina system. You know, I mean, I'm running now, and you can see it's already going down. You know, I don't feel that these gauges are necessary. I know it's not as survival as DayZ, but if you are going to have a kind of a survival style game like this, then, you know, you really should be able to run for longer, and there should be certain instances where you can, you know, you get a boost. Like if you're being chased by zombies, I think most people would find themselves able to run a bit faster for a bit longer before going, oh, you know what, actually, I'm tired, I'm going to have to stop and take a breather. What's this called? Gravetown or something, isn't it? Graveton. Gravetown, yes. So yeah, those are my first thoughts when I'm jumping into this game, and I'm not a giant fan, not even slightly a giant fan, but I'm not a fan of games like this with guns instantly, like so. There you go, that's gun. I now have gun. Well done me. Oops. I didn't realise it had already loaded them. Yeah, I'm not a fan of guns, but for this one, I'm actually quite forgiving of it. You know, I don't feel like it's trying to be a proper, full-on survival game. You know, it's I'm not sure. It still makes the noise like you're skinning it. It doesn't seem like it's trying to be a completely serious, 100% full-on survival game. It feels like it's, you know, kind of like, well, we're going to take aspects of survival games for you, you know, to kind of add to the fun. But they're never trying to claim that they're, you know, the be-all and end-all of survival games, because they're like, well, you know, there's zombie hordes and there's crafting and crap, there's dogs. Crap, there's dogs. That's a little... I don't know... Okay, look, just... Okay, so there's dogs now as well, apparently, that carry scrap metal. Sometimes a game will just completely get things, you know, even if you're not taking the game too seriously, it will just pull you out of that kind of, you know, survive. I'm in a zombie survival game. Wait, that dog just span around the stop sign and then dropped metal for me. Right. Okay. Well, fair enough. I'm also not a fan of killing animals that don't deserve it. Like, rabbits deserve it. Dogs, not so much. Although a dog that's just recently bitten me does deserve it more than a dog that is my pet. Oh, and yeah, here we go. Hunting rifle. So they have added some interesting things. The hunting rifle is something I will quite, you know, shotguns, pistols, a rifle like this. These are things which I will accept fairly easily into a game like this. You know, if you're talking about machine guns, assault rifles, I'm a bit less understanding about those things, just purely because it's a little silly to my. Oh, I just picked up a chair. Again, you know, see you've got office chair here, and you can stack them. They, to my mind, they should be taking up more space than they actually do, and the smaller things should take up less space. But again, you know, so games like this, that's how they work, and you can't really bash them too hard for it. It's kind of become norm. It's become acceptable, and deal with it, bitch, basically. Ooh, that's quite nice. So yeah, there you go. Zombie dog killed by sheepdog. Gaming, technically, but sheepdog nonetheless. And yeah, it's, as I remember, is there a zombie up? Is he a zombie or is he dead? Ah, he's dead. Okay. Disturbing noises. What's that? What's that? Where's the eye? Short metal pipe. Okay. So it seems like they've added quite a bit more stuff. It looks like they're taking it a lot more crafting. And there's food and everything. I think it could be really nice for them to add some aspects of survival more, like, you know, having to break open the food and, you know, cooking the food and just, you know, kind of really working on the food and early food and drink. It doesn't have to be to the extent that they did it on Rust or DayZ, but just a kind of feeling that it's a bit more important, because you can just run around and find bits of food like the chili and everything, and you can see these decreasing as the day wears on. So yeah, you know, you can. Let's get onto the crafting a little bit. With the wood, we put that here, and then we get old wood. And then we can put that here. We can get old plywood, or we can, you know, it's very Minecraftian. And then you can get sticks, and with sticks you can make torches, you know, from cloth and wood, and you can make ladders, and, you know, all of it's very reminiscent of the Minecraft crafting system. And, you know, so many games have taken aspects from Minecraft. Fair enough, really, I say. You know, it's not a massive issue for me personally. We seem to be out of ammunition. So I'm not going to run around too much. I have a fair idea of what everything. I'm going to talk mostly about my experience when I was originally playing this game, and from the things I know that have been added. It seems like they... Oh, there's a crawling zombie. I didn't know that was added. It seems like they've added kind of digging zombies and climbing zombies and airborne enemies. So they're really making it difficult. I think gone are the days where you can stand on a building at night. That might be a spitty zombie, actually, as well. Yeah, it is. So this spitting zombie can bring down walls and stuff. We'll see how that works out for him. So yeah, they really are emphasizing a different aspect of survival than the standard, kind of eat, drink. They've got this very kind of like, you're almost besieged by zombies in most of the modes, I would imagine. Originally, when I was playing, there weren't these extra modes like the deathmatch and the horde thing, but it looks like they're going a different way. I wouldn't call this game survival. This isn't a survival game. This is what they say. It's a horde crafting survival game. With the survival being a little less intoned. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'd say if you're looking for a proper realistic survival game, where you go out hunting and you avoid more than you fight, this isn't the game for you. It doesn't mean it's a bad game though. I'd say Rust rubs me the wrong way, maybe a little too much for my liking. Just in, I don't like things that claim to be something and or something else. Rust is that survival game which is just PvP basically. This is a game which you can do PvP in. You can do crafting, proper crafting, and it's not trying to be a DayZ game. It's taken zombie survival, and it's taken aspects of Minecraft and other crafting and sandbox similar games. It's made the world, not a massive world, but big enough so that you and your friends can play and try and survive, as it were, and have a laugh. Yeah, I'd say, it's got the same problem that all of these survival games do when they release themselves in early access, and that is that there's still not a giant amount of content to keep you going. With these games, you really need progression. You need small things, big things, projects to do. You really need to keep you going. The kind of thing that Minecraft has now done. It's had the time, it's put in the effort, and now you really are, you really can have so much content available to you that it can keep you going for ages. And whether it's intricate nonsense stuff, or whether it's kind of big projects, or just making a giant penis in the sky, it's all there for you to do. And I think in the case of this game, and the fact that I just heard a Predator, I think, apparently, in the case of this game, it's just going to take a little time for them to keep putting out content and keep putting out things, and then gain a kind of proper modding community, and they'll kind of, the same way that happened for Minecraft, they'll add to the game, and they'll make new things that you can explore and you can discover, and yeah, this is how the game, I imagine, is going to go. So I don't think I'll be playing 7 Days to Die for quite a while. Maybe let the content build up, let the releases keep coming, the updates keep coming. But it's definitely not one that I'm thinking to myself, this was a definite waste of a purchase. I'm not thinking like I kind of am with Rust. With Rust, I'm thinking like this game is never going to go in the direction I would enjoy. Whereas with this one, I feel like it's going off in a slightly more unique direction than DayZ and Rust. DayZ's got its own little got its own little corner where it's going, and I'm interested to see where that will go. 7 Days to Die is kind of going off in a different direction, and it's going crafting, and it's going kind of setting up a base, but also with the option of PvP, and yeah, it seems interesting. I'm gonna have to see. Just seeing how they react to the sound. Bit of confusion. And the shotgun's not very good. Okay, it's not bad at all, really. Why is this not... Do I have to have this in the... Oh, I have to have that in the hotbar. Fair enough. So yeah, in the end, my conclusion is, don't expect Daisy from this game. Don't expect Rust from this game. You know, this is definitely a different game to those. If you like Minecraft and you were always thinking to yourself, a Minecraft game that has proper zombie survival would be quite cool. You know, this is a happy medium. You know, it's got Minecraft aspects, it's got zombie survival aspects, but you know, you might get annoyed as well that they've taken things from Minecraft. You never know. So, bloody hell, it's a bit cheeky. Why can I hit that guy, but not... I hit the other guy, fine, and now it's... Yeah, okay, well, whatever. So yeah, you know, it's... I don't really... I have videos on the gameplay aspects of earlier from 7 Days to Die. I don't feel like I need to do a kind of update video on 7 Days to Die, or, you know, a content patch or anything like that. The game is still fairly as I saw it when I did my videos originally. So yeah, you know, if you're interested in this game, I'd say wait. You know, there's no rush to get the game, to be honest. I doubt the price will change too much for quite a while, and it's not in the state where it's anywhere near ready to be released as a full game. You know, if this was a full game, then I'd say this is shit because it doesn't have enough content, you know, and they should have waited to release. In regards to early access, I'm gonna say it's not a great idea, long-term wise, for them to do early access, as it quite often isn't with any game, you know, because we'll talk about early access later, really, but I'd say, yeah, it's not a bad game. It's one to keep an eye on. You know, I don't think it's going to explode and declare itself amazing. You know, it's not going to knock people off the top, but it's not going to wallow at the bottom. It's going to be a game that will be amusing to play with your friends, entertaining, I think, probably to record with some of my T-Goggers or whoever. And yeah, it's definitely one that I could see myself coming back to and doing some more videos on. So that's my basic opinion. I think what I'll probably do is I'll do a conclusion video where I talk about all of them, where I talk about early access, where I talk about Greenlight and Kickstarter and all of these things, and just give you my opinions on them. But you already have my conclusions from all three games. You have my opinions of all three games. Take what you want from all of that, or don't. And I will finish here. This is the end of the unfair review, where I say, yeah, it's a decent game. You know, it doesn't grab you by the testicles and scream awesome, but you know, it rubs you slightly and says there. Not all games are terrible. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.